All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Is my voice loud and clear? I'm today at a different location than our regular, location. So I'm traveling for a training program for 5 days, as you would have seen my video, right? Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. The recording is not started yet. Thank you very much. All right. Good evening once again. Anybody new in the room attending the live session first time? Just type me in the chat box. Just give me a me in the chat box quickly. If you're attending this live session first time, okay, because see, generally on Saturdays we have, on Mondays we have a lot of new people, right? Amazing, amazing. See, tomorrow we have a very special Sundays edition where it's a last Sunday of our, of our year, and I would expect all of you guys to send as many references, okay, and get maximum out of the offer what we are running. Everybody, I believe everybody is aware of this offer, right? Just give me yes in the chat box before we start the session. So you refer, you send your people. If they join, you get 40% referral bonus back, cash back in your account. Okay, fantastic offer. And if you have four people like that before 31st of December, you are upgraded to the master black belt. Okay, that's a very special offer, and a lot of people have already joined that. Okay, join that league. So I'm expecting all of you guys to join that league as well. Okay. Yes, fantastic, fantastic, superb synergy. Amazing, amazing. Chalo, let's start the journey. So today's topic is going to be the project charter. Lot of people make certain mistakes in this. Okay, uh, and they make certain things. Yeah. So I have a announcement for the Monday as well. Just remind me at the end of the session. On Monday, most probably 99%, we will not have the live session, but we will have a pre-recorded session because on Monday, exactly our live session timing at 8 p.m. I have the exact flying time at the same time. Okay, so we will not have the live session on Monday, but I will send you the pre-recorded link so that you guys can check that link later. Okay. Uh, it's showing pop-up that meeting content is being sent to third party after joining the meeting. Uh, which meeting content is sent to third party? ये समझ में नहीं आया मुझे. Anyway, so see, this is the Lean Six Sigma content. The YouTube streaming. So it is currently being streamed on our SNG's YouTube channel. No, that's why it must be. Yeah, it must be all right. So the topic what we are going to discuss is the project charter. Okay. Now, most of the people have the challenge in identifying the project, okay, and defining the project. See, defining the project itself is an art for Lean Six Sigma. Okay, Lean Six Sigma is a problem solving methodology. It's a project driven methodology. Try to understand this. Okay, so if we can actually uh, identify and define it very clearly, very crystal clearly, so that will make the next process steps very easy. So defining the project clearly and writing the project charter very clearly is one of the very, very important art, I would say, in Lean Six Sigma. And I personally haven't taken a lot of, what I can say, sessions on project charter, because generally in the live session, what we do, we cover all the what you can say, kind of a little challenging topics like hypothesis testing, regression, okay, Minitab exercises, there DOE, and all those stuff, the statistics and all those stuff. But generally, this project charter, which is in defined phase, a very important document. It's kind of not difficult to make, but if you make any mistake over there, then the definition of the project will go haywire. Okay, so defining the project is very, very important art. Now, I always propagate that how do you identify the projects? Okay, so even though green belt level and even black belt level also, uh, you are not accountable to do that. Of course, it's a role of the master black belt to identify the project, and of course with the top management. uh, but you should understand, the the simplest way of identifying the project is called the low performing KPIs. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen, the whiteboard. Okay, so the lowest performing KPIs. What is KPI? Everybody, type in the chat box. KPIs. Everybody is aware of KPI? Anybody who is in the room not aware of KPI? What is KPI? Type in the chat box. Meanwhile, perform. Perfect. Perfect. Key performance indicators, right? KPIs. Key performance indicators. KPIs meaning key performance indicator. I always give example of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So what is KPIs of Mahendra Singh Dhoni? In his batting, it will be the strike rate, the batting average, the runs he's scoring, etc. These are the KPIs in the batting. In wicket keeping, it will be the wickets behind the stumps. Okay. In captaincy, it will be number of matches he's winning for the team, number of championships he's winning for the team. All these are KPIs for a cricketer. Similarly, we have an individual KPI, we have a process KPI. So first make the list of the key performance indicators of your department, of your process. Okay, can you just type in the chat box at least 1 or 2 KPIs for your own process? Type in the chat box wherever you are working right now. What are the key performance indicator of your department, of your function? It is irrespective of your function, your industry, it will be there. Okay, cycle time, very good, very good. Cycle time attend. So cycle time is very, very good. OOS. So teaching is a process. Teaching is not a KPI. KPI क्या होगा? Teaching is a process. Now KPI could be percentage, what you can say, passing percentage. Meaning if you have 100 students, in which the target should be 95 and above. That could be the KPI. Are you clear? Your timely completion of your curriculum. That could be your KPI. Yeah, control DHU. Now the people who are writing DHU, OOS, okay, for common people, please give us the full form of that as well. Okay, everybody. All right, see, because what happens, we are using it every day, but other people are not using it every day. Understand this? ठीक है ना? Okay, so let's say for example TPM में मैं बोलूंगा. So what is your OEE? OEE, people don't understand what is OEE, which is overall equipment. What is that? Technical review sign off adherence. Semester test. Viva. See. Yes, passing mark. Very good. It should be an indicator. It should be a number which is indicating your performance. Very simple. KPI क्या है? It should be a number which is measurable, which is showing your performance. Okay. For if you're on the weight reduction program, your simple weight is your KPI. Weight is your KPI. Understand this? Simple. Unit stored per annum. Fantastic. Clear hai? Now, once we identify our KPI, collect the data of, if possible, 1 year. Collect the data for 1 year. For those KPIs, okay? 1 year data collect kariye and check the gap between the target and what you are achieving. Check the gap between these two. If the gap is bigger, that's your project. So I always call the low performing KPIs are your target projects. Are you clear, everybody? Your low performing KPIs, wherever you are performing low, those KPIs are your target Lean Six Sigma projects. Clear? Just type clear in the chat box, everybody. Whichever KPI low performing, that is your actual project. Yes, super clear hai? Amazing, amazing. So once we identify the KPI, then what happens is, then we go for the define phase. In the define phase of the DMAC framework, the first phase is define phase. There we have project charter, right? We have SIPOC, all the new members in your curriculum of green belt. We have all these detailed, explained videos given in your course. Okay. Then we have stakeholder management, which I'm going to cover today, or stakeholder analysis. Okay. And then you have your communication plan, RACI metrics, and all these things. RACI metrics. So all these are the tools which we use in the define phase, provided you have identified one project for your DMAT framework. Clear? Before you identify project, you should not do this. You cannot start this. Are you clear? See, there are two aspects of it. Lean Six Sigma is a problem solving approach. You identify the problem, and then you can take that problem, convert that into a project, and complete that. Okay. See, you can use these tools isolately as well without project. For example, you can do fishbone analysis separately if you have any problem going on. Okay, then you can do cause and effect fishbone analysis. You can use Pareto chart separately. You can use some trend analysis with the help of Minitab. You can use these tools separately as well. But overall, okay, the biggest impact you will get when you complete a project and eliminate a problem from your system. Okay, so first is identify the project and then you draft a project charter. So today we are going to cover project charter, this part, and stakeholder management or stakeholder analysis. Clear, everybody? Background is clear. So you get the low performing KPI, identify one area, convert that into a project, and then you document that project, which is called project document, which is called project charter. And then we will discuss about stakeholder analysis. So far, so good. Just give me yes in the chat box so that I will enter into project charter. Any doubt, please type in the chat box. Once the session is over, after 9 o'clock, 9:15, etc., I will open the forum for the question and answer. Okay, so you can unmute and ask the question. Okay, so in the project charter, so if you're taking the notes, I'm just I'm just erasing this. So in the project charter, there are 4 to 5 major components which are very, very important. So now I'm entering into a project charter. Now project charter is a document which gives all the details about the project. Project charter. It gives all the details about the project. Now, first detail is what is the project all about? That's the first detail. Okay. Second detail could be who are the team members? What is the problem statement? What is the goal statement? What is the business case? Why this project is important right now? Okay. So this entire project charter document, write this down. These are the 5 major elements. First one is called business case. Write this down. Business case. Okay, I will first make a list, then we will discuss about it one by one. Okay. Second one is problem statement. Problem statement. Okay. The third one is called as goal statement. Goal statement. Fourth one could be scope. Scope meaning what is in scope and what is out of scope. Fifth one could be the team members, which will be driving along with you. And what else? And maybe you can write down the timeline. Timeline, phase wise, you can say. Phase wise timeline. So these are 5, 6 major components of, yeah, delivery plan. Exactly. Yes, very good, very good. Rohit ji, thank you for that. You can add the saving, the financial impact as well. So you can find out financial impact, which includes per annum how much losses we are making. Okay, of course, budget also will be a part of it, but you can actually say, so this is very, very important. So these are the areas. Now, some people show financial impact over here as well, in business case as well. Some people keep it separate. Okay, clear? So these are the major components of a project charter document. All right, let's go one by one, step by step. We'll make few exercises as well. We'll do some exercises. There is the template given in your green belt curriculum. You can download those templates and use those templates. Okay, very simple, very easy, and you can make it a little flexible as well. I'll show you what does that mean. Okay, now let's talk about business case first. What is business case? Business case is nothing but why this project is important for the business. This is as if you are presenting this to your MD or CEO. You are asking them for the resources, you are asking them for the time, the investment, the money to run the project, because you explain them why it is so important for the business. What will happen if it is not done right now? What will be the consequences of that? What is basically a strategic reason? See, Lean Six Sigma, as I always say, it is a top down approach. If your top management is not supporting, you cannot implement Lean Six Sigma in your company. Very, very clear. Understand this. That's why I always, even in consulting also, we only do training, coaching, consulting to those clients, to those organizations where the top management is pro changes, pro to operational excellence, pro to Lean Six Sigma. Then only we go there. It's a top down approach. Okay, if you say मैं सबको बदल दूंगा, सबको what you can say, I will change their mind, etc. It is a long term process. Okay, so the people, the top management who are observing, who can see the potential, who have some knowledge about this powerful methodology called Lean Six Sigma, and other, of course, other operational excellence methodologies, they're only you can, what you can say, implement it successfully. So business case is nothing but it is the statement of 2 to 3 sentences which will explain your top management why why this project is important, what are the consequences if you do not complete it right now, what is the strategic reason for this. Clear? Business case, are you clear with this? Once the project is identified, you have to write down. So here you can write, some people write down the losses we are making. Per annum, we are losing 1 CR. Per annum, we are using 2 CR, whatever. That also we can mention in the business case. Are you clear? Just type yes in the chat box. Business case के बारे में clear है? What is business case? It's a strategic reason of the business why this product is important for right now for the company. Just give me yes in the chat box, everybody. All the new people, just give me the confirmation, because this is right now when I am speaking, this is the only way. This is, otherwise if everybody say unmute and say yes, I have understood, it will be a chaos. Okay, yeah, very good, thank you very much. Then the next one is the problem statement. Okay, problem statement. So I always give a very specific statement ka structure, very specific statement ka structure, and that is, I'm just typing in the chat right now. Okay, just look at this. So this is the same framework. Okay, data collected from Jan 24 to December 24 shows that, okay, percentage rejection rejection of product XYZ is 15%. I'll just type in the chat box, okay? Yeah, I will show you. Nitinji, I will show you where the project charter and all the other templates are available. It is there in your Greenbelt curriculum at the bottom. Okay, there is a project template section where you can download that project charter template. Not only charter, define phase, measure phase, analyze, improve, control. All the phases called templates are readily available. Okay. So data collected from Jan 24 to December 24 shows that the percentage rejection of product XYZ is 15%. Simple project problem statement. Business case is what is the strategic reason for the business. Problem statement is what exactly is wrong. Along with the help of data, we are showing it to the management that this is the real problem right now we are facing. Clear? It's very simple. If it is attrition problem for the HR, a lot of people leaving the company, data collected from Jan 24 December 24 shows that there is 20% attrition per month in our company. This is my problem statement. Clear? So let's write down your problem statement, type in chat box like I have done right now. Chalo, whatever KPI we have identified, no, just frame a problem statement just like this and type in the chat box. Let me read and let other people also read this. Can we just do this quickly? It's a practical stuff, then only you will understand it, okay? प्रैक्टिकली आप जब करोगे तभी आपको समझ में आएगा. So let me see who types first. Okay, data collected from Jan to December 24 shows that there is 10% reduction in revenue from new acquired customer. Very nice. Perfect, Rohitji. Absolutely. So you have got two references in front of you right now. Data collected from Jan to December 24 shows that percentage yield of the product XYZ is 25% against the theoretical yield of 30%. Fantastic. Very good. So there's a 5% gap and that's your project. Are you clear? How a simple framework is giving you a crystal clear clarity. Clear hai? Failure in the process last 3 years is 10%. Yes. Now, Sridharji, I would recommend a little improvement here. You can be a little specific. Okay. Instead of last 3 years, mention which 3 years. So 2022, 23, and 24. You can mention the year because last, okay, tomorrow, yesterday, all the subjective terminology we should avoid over here. Okay. Very good. Then Nitinji is saying data collected from Jan to December 20 shows that percentage of TRSO completion is 85% and which they are expecting to grow. Okay. Data collected from Jan to December shows that when percentage drops in custom built web app is 20%. Very nice. Are you clear with the problem statement? Everybody just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai problem statement? Can you craft your own problem statement now once you identify the low performing KPI? Super clear. Data collected from last quarter. Amrita ji, again the same. Don't write last quarter. Write exactly. Is it October to December or maybe June to September? Which quarter? And year B. वो भी mention करिए. Don't write last quarter. Any subjective terminology we should avoid. It should be very specific, very objective. Okay. Regarding the resolution of core banking solution product support issue has reduced by 20% affecting the bank and their customer experience directly. Okay. Fair enough. So there is a small scope for changes there. Okay. Fantastic. Chalo. Then once you clear your problem statement, then comes the goal statement. If you remember, I always mention this problem statement and the goal statement. We use a framework called SMART framework. Everybody just types SMART in the chat box. SMART framework. Okay. SMART. Smart, just like you people. I always say this, right? Specific, measurable, right? A for achievable. Then R for relevant, and T for time bound. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. These are the five, what you can say, main pillars to construct this problem statement as well as goal statement. Specific, we have to be very specific. Which department, which product, which area we are talking about. It should be measurable. Understand this? Anything, as I always say, anything which is not measurable cannot be improved. This is a very important statement, guys. Anything which is not measurable, you cannot improve it. Okay, let's say if you want to reduce your weight, start measuring, start taking that measurement of your weight. If you want to increase the percentage of your child for those in your school, then start measuring, start counting the scores, percentage, passing marks. There has to be some measure. If it is not measuring, you are not measuring it, you are not going to basically able to control it, and you're not able to improve it. Okay, then A for achievable. It should be practically achievable, guys. If you are having 50% rejection, don't say within next couple of months we will become 0%. Okay, so make sure it is practically possible, achievable. Relevant meaning it should be relevant to your problem statement. It should be relevant to your strategic reason. It should be relevant to your business and your customer. And time bound is the target associated with time. So there always have to be a month and a year clearly written as a time bound. Don't write, we will complete this project by next month. Again, next month is a relative terminology. If I read this statement in the month of January, what will be the next month? February. If I read the statement in February, what will be the next month? March. Are you understanding? So do not write next month, last year, So make sure you are writing it completely crystal clear, specific. Clear, everybody? So for me, the goal statement would be reduction of, I'm just writing one framework, then you have to write your own. Okay, reduction of percentage rejection of product XYZ by 50% by March 2025. So whatever is my rejection level, I would like to reduce that rejection level of 50% by March 2025. Very simple, crystal clear. So it is specific about the product, specific, it is measurable, it is achievable. Of course, we have to believe that it is achievable. Okay, fantastic. रोहित जी ने आप लिख भी लिया फटाफट चलो let's make this goal statement completely. Write a complete goal statement. Okay, to increase the revenue from newly acquired customer from an existing 1 million to 1.5 million by 30th July 2020. Fantastic, crystal clear, fantastic. Completion of TRSO 100%. नितिन जी by when is missing? By when आप लिखिए, टाइम बाउंड मिसिंग है वहां पे. ओके, टाइम बाउंड ऐड करिए, that will become a complete statement. Increase of mobile app projects by 25% by June 25. Fantastic. Machine breakdowns hours per month to be reduced from 80 hours to 30 hours by April 2025. Okay, very nice, super. Only your team should believe that from 80 hours it is possible to have 30 hours. And now a lot of people, very nice, Nitin ji, superb. Now it makes complete statement. Okay, improvement in production support by 20% to improve customer satisfaction by end of January 25. Okay, now one question management will ask you: how did you arrive at the goal, the level which you want to achieve or which you are able to achieve? Okay, Yeah, yield of product XYZ by improved up to 28% against the theoretical yield of 30% by March 25. Very good. Part number, this is this rejection percentage less than 2%, 0.2 before March 25. Okay, very good, very good. Super. Now, one question. Okay, how do you identify that target level? Okay, can you just give me your ideas? How do you identify the target level? Or randomly you take 50%. Okay, मुझे अच्छा लगा 20%. Let's take 20%. What is this? There should be some basis, right? Okay. What is according to you should lead to our target? Type in the chat box. Okay, so trend problem statement should lead to the target level. Okay, trend based on the previous data of the same or similar time period. Fantastic, very good. 90% plus. Okay, okay, or and what else? What else? Super. Now there is one word you can remember, one word which is called as entitlement. Make a note of this. The word is called as entitlement. Entitlement is nothing but entitlement. Okay. What is entitlement? Entitlement is nothing but your own best performance in the past. Your own best performance in the past is called entitlement. And that is a very good reference point for you because you have already achieved it only once or maybe twice. But now you are taking a target that you are going to achieve it regularly. Are you understanding? Let's say there is a rejection problem and you have got 20% rejection of that particular case. I'm just giving you example. Now your entitlement, which is your best performance last year or last to last year, was 5%. But it was only for 1 month. Otherwise, all the other months, it is 15%, 25%, 22%, 20%, 18%. But 1 month, it was 5%. So your entitlement is 5%. That means you have the capability to achieve that. Entitlement shows you that yes, you have that capability because you have already proven that once. Now, only thing is that you need to replicate the same performance across all the other months, and that is your entitlement. So, entitlement can become a very, very good reference point for you rather than going haywire. So, if your management asks you what is the basis on which you have decided this, so you can give that basis that in the past we have achieved this, and now we want to make sure that we make that performance regularly. We hit that number regularly. That is called entitlement. Clear? So once entitlement is achieved, now the next level, then you can go for your what you can say, your company level best performance or your operation, your organization level best performance. Let's say, for example, you have multiple units. Okay, you have multiple units across India or across the world. So first you hit your own entitlement, like your best benchmark. Then you go for your organization level benchmark, and then the next level is the world benchmark. Okay, these are the various levels where you can achieve this point. But to begin with this, you can start with your own entitlement. Clear, everybody? Just give me a in the chat box. Super clear with this? How to set up the target? Very simple strategy I've given. Just take your own best performance in the past and set it as your target. Clear? Amazing, amazing, super. Now then the next part is called as scope. Okay, let me just remove this. Okay, the next part is called scope. What is scope? Scope is nothing but what is the in scope and what is out of scope. For example, let's say in rejection. Okay, everybody knows Pareto chart, right? Pareto chart sabko pata hai. Just type yes, no in the chat box. Looks like this. Correct? Pareto analysis, right? So imagine these are the products on the x-axis. These are the products, 80-20, exactly, fantastic. And these are the percentage rejection. So what we have done, let's say we have got 10 products, okay? And for each and every product, we have taken how much percentage rejection we are getting. So you will find 20% of the products which are making 80% of the. Clear? Now for this, So let's say these are the two biggest challenging products you have. I'm just giving you an example. Now, I will take project number one and project number two. I will take two separate projects because every product would have different causes and the root causes. Okay. So project number one will be this particular product, rejection reduction. Project number two, it will be a separate project. Okay. Product number two will be the second product, rejection reduction. Now, in this case, in scope for the first project, in scope will be product one, and out of scope will be rest of all the products. Actually, you have to write the names, or you can write rest of all the products. Are you clear with this? For the first project I'm talking about. Similarly, for the second project, in scope will be product number two and remaining out of the scope. Why this is so important? I'll give you my own experience. Okay. Whenever you are doing a project, okay, top managements, see their job is to get the maximum out of this. Okay. So if you're doing a project on product number one only, and suddenly you find that this product number seven, their defect has shot up, has gone up during the project. Your project, you are focusing on product number one. But because of some other reason, product number seven has shot up. Now, sometimes top management can ask you that you are doing a project on the reduction of the defects, right? But why this rejection of product number seven has gone up? What should be your answer? Product number seven is out of scope of this project. Are you clear, everybody? Because you're only focusing on product number one, rejection reduction. Other all products are out of the scope. ये होता है जब एमडी सीईओ बैठते हैं ना, तो ये क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, सेवन उतना ऊपर क्यों जा रहा है, दैट मीन्स द प्रोजेक्ट इज नॉट डूइंग वेल. ओके, सो यू हैव टू actually open the project charter and show them, sir, see, this is in scope is only product number one, not product number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are all out of the scope. We are not working on them. If you want us to work on them, it will be a separate project. Clear hai? This happens. So we have to be very clear. You have to be clear. Your management has to be clear. Your team members have to be clear. That's why scope has to be written very clearly. Clear, everybody? Just give me C in the chat box. C for clear. Scope is clear. Any doubt you have, let me know in the chat. Okay. See, writing on that Excel sheet is not a big deal. First, your funda should be clear what we are writing over there. Okay. Then comes the team members. Team members. Who should be your team members? Team members should be all the people who are stakeholders of the project. Now, who are the stakeholders basically? What is the definition of stakeholder? Type in the chat box. What if we have to complete a task 100%? No, I have not understood the question, Nitinji. Means if management is asking to take all the projects, all the products in one project, is it? Is it your question? If the management expectation is, you have to finish all the products reduction in one, is that your product? Is that your question, or who can be impacted directly and indirectly? Fantastic. Okay. Nitinji, can you unmute quickly and ask this question, because I have not understood your question. In my case, I have to complete TRSO 100% so that the scope, in scope or out of scope. Okay, TRSO क्या है मुझे पता नहीं है, but if it is, can you just unmute so that we can just have a quick chat on this? A quick chat so that.
Sir, in my case, I have to complete 100% TRSO. TRSO means technical review sign off, which is coming from a customer. So I have to complete 100%. So what will be in scope and out scope?
Yeah. So in this case, right now, what is the percentage completion? for TRSO?
As of now, 85% completion rate is there. So we have to
85%.
complete 100%.
Correct, correct. So right now TRSO is now, apart from TRSO, any other any other thing which you need to complete apart from TRSO?
No, TRSO is there only. Means there is a
Okay,
document
so only
TRSO.
TRSO will be in the scope. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay, so now in the TRSO there could be some specific products. Okay, or is it applicable to all the products which you have?
It is applicable to all products, sir.
Hello, is it all the products? So I think for you TRSO will be in scope. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
sure because I have not understood this. You're out of scope, but out of scope will be which is not being focused in this project. Very simple. Whatever you are focusing in this project, that will be in scope. Whatever you are not focusing in the project, this will be out of scope. Okay, clear?
Okay.
One specific app or product for that client. Okay, yeah, that might be the case. Okay, but पूरे समझने के बाद ही I can answer this question. Okay, yeah, very good, very good. Chalo, so who affects and make affected by? Yes. So my question was, who are the stakeholders of the of our project? The stakeholders are the people who are impacting or being impacted by the problem. Those are the stakeholders. Okay, so it can be your internal department, it can be your customer, supplier, whoever it is, right? So you have to have one representative from those departments, from those functions, so that they should contribute to the causes, root causes, data collection, implementation of the solutions, etc. Okay, that's why we require a team. So team members generally constitution should be approximately 5 people, 5 to 6 people maximum, not more than that. Their role would be to collect the data, first of all, attend the team meetings, contribute their opinions, suggestions, ideas, causes, root causes. Once the solutions are identified, implementation of the solutions, all this stuff will be basically the role of the team members. Okay, so this is the role of team members. So you have to decide which team members, roles and responsibility. Generally, the project leader, okay, this is just a new information I'm giving you. Let's say if you are a green belt project leader, generally you spend 10% of your working time for the project. Okay, see, I always say this: green belts are not full timers. Okay, some people, black belts are full time role, full time they have to drive the projects. Master black belt, of course, they are full timers, but green belts are the part time people. They have their own role to complete, as well as they have to complete the projects as well. Okay, so generally 10% of their working time, let's say you're working 8 hours or 10 hours a day, out of which it is expected to give 10%, and the members are expected to give approximately 5% of their working time. Okay, so members generally give 5% of their working time in their for their project. Okay, it's not hard and fast rule, but general guidelines you can say. All right, so this is team members role. So for that particular specific process, you can define their role about all these areas I have mentioned: data collection, ideation, causes, root cause identification, then solution implementation. All these things you can mention their specific role in this. Okay. Then timeline phase wise. Now, as I have already mentioned multiple times, yellow belt level projects. Okay, just a second. Uh, yeah. So yellow belt level projects can be completed within a month's time. Okay, I always you can just make a note of this just for your reference. So generally, yellow belt would be around 1 month. Green belt would be around 3 months, and black belt projects would be around 4 to 6 months. 4 to 6 months. Okay. So this is what is the general guideline, the basically the time frame you get to complete the project. And this time frame can further be broken down into define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. The phase wise. So when the define phase will start, when the measure phase will start, when it will end. Okay. And generally you can see, let's say green belt project ke बारे में, you can just get this hint about it. Define phase, write this down. Define phase you can complete within 1 week. Measure phase you can complete within 2 weeks. Analyze phase you can complete within 4 weeks. Improve phase you can complete within 4 weeks. Now this is just a thumb rule for your reference, okay? And control phase you can complete within 1 week. If you total it up, it will be 12 weeks for the green belt, okay? Similarly, for the 6 months, let's say black belt, it will be kind of a double. Okay, for the black belt, it will be exactly kind of a double. Let's say 2 weeks, here 4 weeks for measure phase, 8 weeks for analysis, 8 weeks for improve, and 2 weeks for control. So total will be 24 weeks, which is, let's say, 6 months. So this is for the green belt, this is for the black belt. Just for your reference, I've just broken this time frame phase wise, which you can mention tentatively over there. And you can check where you are. Are you on track as far as the timeline is concerned? Clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Fantastic, fantastic. And then you can mention, the, you know, the financial impact part of it, which is always, now for the financial impact, I would highly recommend, okay, when you are selecting the project, select the project which are making more bigger financial impact. Understand this, okay? The projects which are making bigger financial impact, those projects have to be selected because that will directly impact the bottom line of the company, okay? Bottom line, which is nothing but the profit margins, okay? Now, for the financial impact, there are two parts which you need to understand. One is always showcase the financial impact on per annum basis, annualized basis. Okay, don't showcase it per month basis. Showcase it to the annualized. For example, if the losses are 10 lakh rupees per month, then don't show 10 lakh per month in the project charter. Show it 1.2 CR per annum. See the difference? Because the top management people have the calculation ready-made in their mind, which is annualized calculation. Okay, their turnover, their, the costing, etc., budgeting, it is annualized basis calculation. So help them to convert that into per annualized. So always showcase that into per annualized basis. Second point is your financial numbers should always be validated by your finance department, finance head. So sign off from the finance head is very, very important. Okay, do not showcase the financial number to the top management because without the financial head's consent or the sign off. Clear? So this is called project charter document. I've just given you the detailed explanation, understanding of what has to be written, what will go inside. Okay, so we have the template ready made. You just have to write this down. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Any doubt in the project charter? It is very important document. Anything missing in the project charter can lead to what you can say lack of clarity in the project. Okay, so it's a clarity document. Project charter provides you immense amount of clarity to you, to your team members, and to the management, and to all the stakeholders. In short, clear, hai na? Super clear. Fantastic. Superb, superb. Now coming back to the second part of it, which is stakeholder management. As I mentioned to you, who are the stakeholders? The people, departments, the company's functions who are directly impacting or getting impacted because of the problem. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, it's a team effort. If the team is not working for the project, okay, I always find this tool called stakeholder management very fascinating. Very, very fascinating. Okay, because I'll give you a small template of it. I'll just show you a template of just a second. Project chartered iska stakeholder ka. Okay, this is available in our so look at this. This is a stakeholder analysis template. Now, what is a stakeholder? First of all, so first you identify all the the stakeholders who are going to impact your project and who are the contributors to the project. Okay. How it convert into a startup company. I have not understood your question. What converts into startup company? Stakeholder analysis or project charter in a startup company? You're asking. Sridharji, can you just unmute quickly and ask this question? Yeah. You can just unmute and just quickly ask me the question. I have
Yes,
not understood the question which you have asked.
correct.
Haan ji.
The question is the project what? Project charter is there.
Charter,
Project
charter.
charter, how to
Haan.
divert. He is the part of your whatever explain this project charter to the defect in the project. Are there any problem in the problem troubleshoot?
Okay, let's say,
Yeah. Now it is a new company, project company, startup company.
let's
How
say,
project will be how to apply
okay,
this information, these tools are
correct.
ideas.
Very good, very good. Now, in the startup company, the initial phase, there will be a little chaotic situation. The roles will not be defined. So first level will be the standardization. Okay. So what we generally suggest is Lean Six Sigma should be applied once you have a little settled down, processes. Okay.
Okay.
Settle down. What do I mean by settle down? You have your processes defined, your job roles, responsibilities, job description, standard operating procedures, all those
So this
basic foundation things are settled. Okay.
that means
And people have started working on this.
established company only.
Okay. So perfect. So if it is established, then if you start working on that, then you start to get some kind of challenges. For example, let's take one challenge is you are not getting enough leads generated from the marketing. Are you clear? Okay. So let's take up this as a startup project, startup company. That could be one of the reason that as a startup company we are not getting generated because we are very new. Our brand is not known to the market right now, and we are not able to generate the leads. Now we don't have very much data to support this statement. Okay. So
Okay.
what we can do is we can start whatever we have right now, 1 month, 3 months, 5 months data. Okay. How much leads we have generated. So take one area of improvement. That's my point is. Okay. So decide one area, one KPI, let it be startup company or let it be a established company. Take one KPI, define what you want to improve, and accordingly you craft your project charter. Let's take a same case of the marketing case. The number of leads generated are, let's say, X number of leads generated, and we are expecting X into 5. Okay, 5X we want, but right now we are only generating X leads. That is our challenge. And then accordingly we can go to the goal statement. Then we make a team of marketing, sales people, management people together, and then we can go for the framework of DMAC. All right. This way you can start. Clear? Sridharji?
Clear, sir, clear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Now, coming back to stakeholder analysis. So, for the stakeholder analysis, look at this. So, all the stakeholders are listed here, and these are various levels. What are the various levels? Strongly opposing, neutral, supportive, and strongly supportive. Okay, these are the levels of their engagement. Now, try to understand this. This is very, I found this tool to be very, very effective and powerful tool because now how the people are engaged in my project, it is very difficult to gauge. Okay, what is the gauge? What parameter will you use to identify the engagement level? Let's imagine you are a cricket captain. Okay, how do you measure? Let's say, see, look, cricket will be a little tricky because the number of runs and number of wickets, etc., are very, very objective. Okay, let's come to a company, your organization. Forget about project. In your department, now try to understand, this is very, very interesting. In your department, how will you gauge that the people working in the department in that function are giving their full potential? Okay, are giving their level best? How do you gauge that? It is very difficult, isn't it? See, they might be working there, but it may not be their full potential. Okay, so it is very difficult. Sometimes verbally they are communicating, verbally they are committing themselves, that we will definitely support this entire initiative, but practically they are not supporting this. So stakeholder analysis is a tool which basically gauges those people practical, this what you can say, uh, practical, what you can say, the tool. Just a second, some disturbances. Okay, yeah. So this is the tool which basically gauges on the basis of their action. Okay, very, very important word is this stakeholder analysis has to be done on the basis of action. Actions. Okay, everybody please type actions in the chat box. Not on the verbal communication, verbal commitments, but what actions they are taking. This is the engagement level which is gauged on the basis of their action. Very simple. A very complicated situation, very easily handled by stakeholder analysis on the basis of their action. Now, for example, I always give this simple example. When we start the project, okay, in the initial opening meeting, if your CEO or MD comes, they give a very motivating talk. Okay, everybody is fired up for the project. They will say, yes, we will support the project. We will give you, your data, your analysis, your what you can say, all the support which are required in front of the top management. Yes, they will be fired up. Then what happens as the project progresses? That motivation does not get translated into the action. So they will not give you the data, they will not come to the meeting. उनको बार बार बुलाना पड़ेगा मीटिंग के लिए, ईमेल करने पड़ेंगे, फोन करने पड़ेंगे फॉलोअप्स के लिए, and you will be frustrated. So the commitment level which were verbally shown will not get translated into the action. So we don't have to judge on the commitment verbally, we have to see the actions. Okay, that's why we have to see what is the current level. So E is equal to expected state and C is equal to current state. So look at this here, for example, let's say this is just a sample. Hotel staff, we are expecting them to be supportive. So E is expected level of commitment, but they are right now opposing. Now there could be various reasons behind it because of the oppose. They might be thinking that this is waste of time. They might be thinking that because of this, my job can be lost. They might be thinking that this is the additional overburden. I'm not going to get any monetary benefit out of it. There could be n number of reasons in their head. A lot of people are not aware when Toyota started this improvement initiative, no, through lean. Okay, Toyota actually the first year itself they retrenched, removed a lot of people from the company. A lot of people don't know this story. Okay, after the first year of implementation of lean, there was a huge, what you can say, improvement, and suddenly Toyota realized that in this department these number of people are not required. So they removed those people, and there was unrest among the team members, unrest among the employees, and Toyota factory was closed. The Japanese factory was completely closed. Okay, for so many days. After that, then there was a meeting into the union and the management, and they decided that whatever improvement we are doing through automation, through lean, through Six Sigma, whatever we are doing, we should not remove the people. Okay, so once that agreement was done, till today, Toyota is strictly following that agreement. Whatever improvement they are doing, it should not impact onto the slicing down or slaughtering down the people. Okay, so those can be the hidden, what you can say, fears those people would have in their mind. So your role as a leader is to identify those areas, those challenges, and speak with them and eliminate them. Speak with them, remove them. Are you clear? So how do you take them from opposing level to the supporting level? Through continuous communication, listening, okay, patiently listening, give them the solution. If it is not improving, then you have to escalate to the management. Clear? If that particular person is not supporting, then you can replace that person from the project, and you can take somebody who is a little positively oriented person. All right. So this stakeholder analysis is a tool which basically gauges the engagement level on the basis of actions during the entire duration of the project. And along with that, I always cover something called 20-60-20 analysis. Everybody, just this is very, very important rule. 20-60-20 rule. Okay, what is this 20-60-20 rule of stakeholder analysis? This rule says generally overall, if you say the 100% of the employees, 20% employees would be optimistic employees. Optimistic. Optimistic meaning they are dynamic, they are go-getters, they are very positive, they are possibility thinkers, they will never give up. Optimistic people. 60% of the employees will be in the maybe category. Maybe. They are not here and they are not there. Okay, they are in between somewhere, maybe. And 20% remaining employees will be pessimistic. Like, for example, those people will be like, their statement would be like this: nothing will happen in this company. Okay, lot of people have come, lot of consultants have come and gone. Lean has come, Six Sigma has come, TOC has come, Kaizen has come. Nothing has happened in this company. Okay, we have seen 5 generations of this company. Okay, how many of you have seen these kinds of characters in your company? Just type me in the chat box. Have you seen these kinds of people? Sir, आप कुछ भी कर लो, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. ये बदलने वाले नहीं हैं. Because they don't see themselves changing. Understand this? They they are their biggest impediment. They are their biggest hurdles. They are pessimistic people. So in your project, always take these people. See, always take these people. Now you may not get 20% all those optimistic ones. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people. Yes, that's the fact. Okay. Now, how do you identify this? If you are a consultant, how do we do this? We speak with the head of the department and we speak with HR. And then we decide these 20% cream people, unko hi project mein lena hai. What will happen? See, for Lean Six Sigma, you require some positively oriented people, some positive thinkers in your team. If you have all the pessimistic team members in the team, your entire energy will be drained to explain them, to convince them, to solve their challenges, mental blocks, etc. And you will not be able to focus on the project. So make sure you have 20% optimistic people in the team. Okay. If not 20%, at least maximum should be optimistic. Okay, more than 60-70% people, and remaining will be maybe people can be accommodated. But don't take any pessimistic. एक आम ओके पूरे पूरे बक्से को खराब कर सकता है. So don't take any pessimistic person in the team. Make sure they are out of the scope of the project. Let them there itself. Okay, you focus on the positive people because you have a bigger target to achieve. You have a bigger task to complete. You have to complete a project within the time, and you have to save the committed amount, correct, which requires a lot of support from the team members. So this is the stakeholder management. Very, very nice tool, very nicely crafted tool. And use this. We are using this in all the projects. Okay. And this you need not to showcase to the management if everything is going well. If everything is supportive and strongly supportive, you need not to escalate it. Going very well. If there is some challenge, then you can show this document called stakeholder management in front of the top management, and you can explain them that this particular person is not supporting, or this particular department is not supporting right now. They're not giving the data, they're not coming to the meetings, they're not giving the suggestions, causes, root causes, etc. So please take care of it. Otherwise, the project will be delayed. Project will not be completed in time. Okay, that way you can escalate it. That is called stakeholder analysis. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. I'll show you where you can find out all these documents here. Let me just quickly open that. So here we go, which is your, where is that? Yeah, okay. So here is our green belt level course. Okay, just a second, just a second. All right. So where is that? कहाँ गया ये? Just a second. Yeah. So this is our green belt course curriculum. If you scroll it down, you can see here Define phase. So whatever we have covered today, no, this is there in the project charter. This is the project charter. The green belt curriculum, and this is the stakeholder analysis. Okay, go through this, and the templates I was talking about. You scroll down at the bottom, you will find the template over here. You can see here phase wise project management template. So define phase Excel template. You can just click on start and get it downloaded. Okay, then measure phase template, then analyze phase, improve phase, and there are some PPT templates as well we have just for your reference given. Clear? Just type clear in the chat box, and I'm open for the question and answer. If you have any question regarding this, you can just raise your hand and we will go one by one to this. Okay, yes, go ahead if you have any question related to this or related to any other thing, any other Lean Six Sigma thing for your project. You have any challenge or black belt level or design of experiments you're doing, whatever you have the challenge, you can just let me know. Quick question. So tomorrow we have our yellow belt session. The last yellow belt session of the year is coming up. So I'm expecting a lot of your references to come in this session so that you guys can get the benefit of it. Okay. I will try my level best to help them to join the course. All right. You also on your behalf. See, you have taken the admission. You have seen how we are meeting every week twice. Okay, you have seen how what you can say how we interact with each other, how the supports are there. No, WhatsApp also we are always available, right? So all this stuff you can explain to your colleagues and help them to motivate to go ahead for the green belt, black belt, and the master black belt level. Okay, so tomorrow it will start at 9:30. I hope you have got the link, etc. I'm just giving you here just for your reference, so you can just share it with your team members. Tomorrow's Zoom link, I'm just sharing it. Just let me just open that. I'll just share that. Okay. A little clarity on team members. Sridharji, can you just unmute yourself and ask the question, please? Haji.
Sir, this is the we are done other discussion. We have little team members,
Ah.
sir. Team members we have 5 to 6 members as a class.
Okay.
It's a discussions and roles and ideas, root causes analysis. Those are we had a discussion with the team members. Now my question is how to pick the team members as you suggested as a 20, 20, 60, 20 policy rule number. Okay. And how to assign the who is the roles and ideas in choosing the persons. So you have more experience in the selection of people. I want to get some.
So ideally, the roles of each and every member will be similar for their own respective department. Let's say somebody from HR would have the same data collection responsibility, causes identification responsibility, the solution identification and implementation. Similarly, somebody from, let's say, projects, somebody from IT. Okay, so whoever is a stakeholder of the project, the team members would have similar responsibilities for their particular department. Okay, now let's say this 20-60-20 rule will be applicable to a large scale organization where people are in huge number. Let's say if you have a startup and let's say your team size itself is very small, generally startup has got a little dynamic team member. That's what I have seen. Okay, because they're excited about their new baby, which is a new startup. So most of the cases we have seen people who are kind of going extra mile, suggesting and all those stuff. This 20-60-20 will be applicable for an established company. Okay, the people who are 15-20 years experience. Okay, so they don't care much about they don't have that much of aspiration, understand this, okay, of growth. They have already achieved, they have reached to the middle level management. Okay, and they don't have aspiration to reach to the general management or GM level or CEO level or MD level. They are very much happy. Okay, those people basically have this. Okay, unke liye this 20-60-20 will be applicable. Yeah. For LSP
here.
Sir,
I have a question. We have to start study by watching videos on SNG website, or we have to follow your lecture, sir?
This one, what I've just shown you, green belt wala curriculum. Just start going through that, okay, and come to the session. You will get in-depth clarity of that session, and you can ask this question, whatever you're asking right now, no. So I would suggest both, but the first priority is the course content, because that is the CSSC content we have, because the examination will happen on the basis of the course content. Okay. In the live
Okay.
sessions, we take one by one topic and go deeper. So that will also help you, but your first priority should be your course content. Okay.
Okay, on website, there are some headings are there, all courses and my courses. In which,
Huh.
where I will get it?
My courses. Go to my courses.
My courses.
Because yes, because some of the people have master black belt level, some of the people have black belt level, some of the people have just started with the green belt level. Okay. So in the my courses, exactly what is your, whatever courses you are enrolled, all those courses will be visible. Okay. Accessible to you.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Basavaraji, can you just unmute yourself and ask the question?
Okay. Well, sir, thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
I had doubt in I had doubt in Minitab. This sample data folders are there, sir. Sample data
Uh-huh.
folders.
Huh.
Because how to identify each file for the specific plot? Because their files are arranged
Huh.
in A, B, C alphabetical order. It is very difficult for suppose for time.
Huh.
For a specific plot, which file contains data that is fixed.
Okay, so I would recommend initially, okay, I'm just sharing my screen right now. Initially, what you can do is, whatever is applicable for the green belt and the black belt level, all those Minitab files have been already provided to you in the course curriculum itself. Okay.
In exercises, yes, yes. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Now, for example, look at this. So this is the major phase. This is the major phase of the green belt.
Yeah.
I just scroll down
Yes,
to
yes,
the,
yes.
let's say, time series plot. Okay. Now you will
Exercises,
get
yes.
time series plot
Many
exercises.
times.
Okay. So if you can click on start, you will get
Okay.
3, 4 exercises
Oh,
examples over here. So you can just practice over there. Okay.
okay.
Yes, these are the examples.
Okay.
You can download them and practice them. Clear?
Okay. That's enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. That's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome. So for LSS implementation, how old a company should be any parameters? No, it's not like old, but it should be a kind of established company. There should be, as I mentioned earlier, your company should have at least the basic processes stable. The standardized processes, documented processes. Everybody should know their roles and responsibilities. Even though it's a small company, Lean Six Sigma can be applicable. It's not like you cannot apply Lean Six Sigma. You can apply Lean Six Sigma in a simple salon, in a simple retail shop as well. It's absolutely possible. Only it should have a process stable. Then only you can, if the, let's say, if the processes are not stable, no, I would highly recommend don't go for Lean Six Sigma. Lean Six Sigma is for improvement, right? So go for standardization, go for ISO 9001 kind of thing. Okay. So first establish your processes, then you go to the next level for improvement. That would be my recommendation. Okay. It's not like age of the company, but the standardization or the maturity of the company. That would be the better criteria. Yeah, Sanjeevji, have I answered your question? Just give me yes in the chat box so that, yeah. Superb, guys. Thank you. Any other question which is unanswered? Let me know. You can ask me the question. Yeah, Monday we most probably 99% of the time, because my flight time is exactly at 8 p.m. Okay, so I will not be otherwise I would have loved to take that, but I don't know what will be the internet connection, and a lot of the noises, announcements, etc. would be happening. So, but we will give you a link in the morning, which will be a pre-recorded session. You can observe. You can just check that, and so learning will not stop of that day. Okay. Otherwise, rest of the sessions will be as per our regular schedule. Okay. I'm just giving you the link for the tomorrow's session. Okay. Just a second. Just this is the link for tomorrow's session. Yes. If you want to give it to somebody, okay, you can just absolutely, yeah. All right. Otherwise, this is the number. You all know that. 99305 95248. Okay, our admin, the mentor's number. You can just text the message that I want to invite people. Okay, this is the link, directly Zoom link. You can just give it to your friends and let them join tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Sorry, 9:30 a.m., not p.m. Okay, and yeah, so they will get themselves certified, as well as you also can get, if they continue for the green, black, and master black belt, you get your 40% referral bonus. Okay. Super. Thank you very much for joining in. Keep learning, keep growing. This is Dinesh Patil signing off. Tata, goodbye. Good night. Bye bye.